Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our online TV series here at Commodity TV. And we are now directly connected with Australia with Michael Hudson, the CEO of Mawson Gold. And the company doubled their gold cobalt resource in Finland. So, Michael, good morning from my side. Good evening for your side. I know we are approximately 20,000 kilometers away from each other. So, how are you?
I'm great. On an evening down here where spring is starting to come back to us, and you can take our winter. Thanks, Jochen.
Okay, I will do that for you, no problem. Fantastic. So, Mawson Gold, I think you guys did an exceptional job so far, that is for sure. But now we saw the gold cobalt resource doubled. Congratulations on that. Can you comment on that, please? And also, we would love to know what does it mean for the project in Finland, and what are the next steps, and how important is that for the company?
Yeah, so it was a resource upgrade after the last 20 months where we put our maiden resource out at the very end of 2018. It was a double, as you say. So now we have just over 700,000 ounces of gold equivalent. It is an interim stage resource. It's going to be superseded within 2 months. We've got 5 rigs turning up to expand that resource in December. So it's how the project looks today. It was a critical step in that those people who know and understand resources, engineers, geologists, have looked at this, and you can see that now we have a project that you can see has a great potential to be a mine. I mean, I think we all had that hope that what we've got is something that's very real, but now it's very real and tangible. We've optimized this around an open pittable resource, but if you look in the detail of the press release, you can see you can increase that lower cutoff grade, and the ounces don't drop off very dramatically, and the grade increases very nicely. So it could very much be an open pit or underground scenario. We also show just how much upside there is. So the next plan is to put 20 kilometers into the project from December. We have some very high grade zones that need further drilling. They're open, so we need to extend and infill those. They're closer to surface, and that will give us easier ounces. There's many near surface targets along the trend that haven't seen drilling or very little drilling that we need to bring into the resource. So some people are hoping to see close to 1 million ounces in this. We're still another half a drill program away from doing that, and it's going to get a lot bigger. This is a multi-million ounce discovery. But what it means is we can start looking at this as a mining project. We bought and reshaped our Finnish team. We've got our Finnish environmental leader now managing the local company. We brought in a mining engineer as a non-executive director in the local company. So this project has now pivoted to something that we'll start looking at internally. Economic studies, at least. We'll look at permitting in a lot more detail so we can plan it out. Now, clearly, we're still in making it bigger stage, but it's been de-risked massively.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I think also with the grades that looks quite good, and especially when you're doing an open pit. What I liked also is that you had a base of $1,694 for gold. Let's call it 1,700. I think this is still fine with gold prices today for sure, and we both, I think, agree that gold will go quite soon over $2,000. But what I would love to know is how important would you rate now the cobalt part of the resource, and do you think you can increase that significantly, meaning that this would be in the future a beautiful byproduct, how can I say that, a byproduct revenue for you? And as I think cobalt is becoming still very important, especially sourced from Europe.
Yeah, well, this is one of a handful of projects in Europe that is a compliant 43 or JORC resource for cobalt. So let's not forget that strategic importance for Europe, and critically for Finland also, who want to be in the battery supply chain, who are in the battery supply chain, and who want to be more so in the ethical and sustainable supply chain for battery materials. The Finnish Minerals Group, which is the state mining company, has had 450 million euros of post-COVID recovery out of the Finnish budget to build out further the battery supply chain. We can provide an in-country and in Europe supply of cobalt. It's only 15% of the in situ value, but it is a very important element. So it's driven by gold, no doubt, the economics here. Mm-hmm. But we'll work very hard. The metallurgy around gold is very easy. It's free gold. It's a little more challenging for cobalt, but in minerals that are separable, and we've got $1 million from public funding in Finland through the BAT Circle program that is being directed to understanding that cobalt extraction.
Mm-hmm, fantastic. And also, yeah, exactly, for the extraction, that would be one of my next questions here. Is it very complicated to run gold and cobalt? Do you have to treat that separately?
Well, that's the big question. We've got gold that comes out both in gravity and then cyanidation, which is we're getting 97% recoveries on average across the deposit. Mm-hmm. Cobalt doesn't separate as well in that, well, it's not in cyanide at all, but gravity, we're getting about 20% recoveries of cobalt. So we need to employ flotation and or mag separation to get the cobalt, which is associated with sulfide minerals. That has a great implication from cleaning up our tailings and taking the sulfide out of that. And then just what we're learning is that the gold, also because it's free, floats beautifully also. So in non-optimized studies, we can get 90% plus gold recoveries in float. So there's lots of different options, but they're all viable options, and we're working towards a process flow sheet and lock cycle test work. When this BAT Circle program finishes by the end of the year, we can put all those different parts together and design a flow sheet.
Fantastic. Great. Let's switch to Australia. The drills are turning there. How is it going? And as I know, you have a total of 5,000 meters planned at your Victoria project there. So how is it going? When can we expect those results?
It's going great and soon. Is the simple answer. I'm a geologist and optimist, as you know, and the first time that we've explored under these extremely high-grade veins that are Fosterville style or epizonal style deposits that have ever seen drill holes underneath them. So we're very excited. We've got one rig turning now. It's completed 3 holes at Sunday Creek. It's moved to Redcastle. We've got a second rig coming next week. The first results you'll start to see in the next couple of weeks. We've got samples in at the lab now. Our turnaround times here are pretty good. Not like a lot of the world. We're seeing 1 to 2 week turnaround times. So imminently, we've got 4 geophysical teams collecting that important base data that will help to describe and allow us to understand these systems that really haven't been looked at for some time. So we're executing, and first results soon, and we'll continue to execute, and let's hope we find lots of gold.
Super. Yeah, I hope so too, honestly. But I'm pretty sure because you guys did an exceptional job in the past. So last question. I would love to know a little bit more about the joint venture of your Western USA gold project. Why have you done that? What was the reason behind? Probably you said, hey, Australia, Finland, and the US, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, clearly the Finnish project is on a path, and it's well understood where we need to take that, and will need quite a lot of capital to continue to advance that. The Australian side of things creates all the excitement and blue sky and opportunity in Mawson, and people get that. The Oregon project, we made a drill discovery there over the last 18 months, and have a partnership with the largest landholder in the US, a very large landholder. But we weren't just going to focus on that. So we thought better to the risk partner with a junior, a Canadian junior that's run by somebody I know very well, Mark Saxon, and he and his team will put money in the ground, and Mawson will have a free carry to production, 20% free carry carried by loans if they're lucky enough to find something. And so it's a big land package, initial drill scat discoveries, and it's a great start for that company, and Mawson will benefit if they benefit. So that's one of two projects that Mawson will see 9 drill rigs turning this year, Jochen. So we'll have 5 rigs in Finland. I didn't mention that 1 rig's about to start in the coming days in Finland, drilling along from resources 500 meters along strike. 2 rigs in Australia, in Victoria, and then we've got 1 other asset that is sort of forgotten, but it's we've got 80 kilometers of strike, along strike from one of the world's largest silver deposits. 750 million ounces come out of Cannington, and between South 32 and us, we've got the 80 kilometers along strike from it. We've done some work over the last few years and defined some big gravity magnetic targets undercover, and the Queensland government has been very generous and fully funding a big drill hole for us, an 800-meter drill hole that we'll drill in October. Wow. So that's costing shareholders nothing, but they're getting a big roll of the dice.
I love it. And hopefully you have a big hit.
And hopefully we have a big hit. We do for Queensland, because that's the reason the government's backing us to test this target. And, it would create so many opportunities up there if it was successful. So fingers crossed from everyone's point of view.
Fantastic. Great. Michael, thank you very much. That was a fantastic update. And we keep fingers crossed for you guys that we see a lot of good results here within the next weeks and also months. And I think you're also fully funded for this year, next year, right?
Fully funded and permitted, critical, right? In the bull market, having the money and the cash and the ability to execute is a key.
Super. Okay, then please execute. And I'm pretty sure that we talk very soon here.
Excellent, Jochen. Thank you.
Super. Thank you very much, Michael. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. Mawson Gold fully on track. 9 drill rigs are turning, fully funded, fully permitted. That's exactly what we like. And even the government is paying for a long hole in nearby the Cannington area. And it looks like that a lot of good things will soon happen here. And I'm pretty sure they will deliver us some good hits, or big hits even, and nice discoveries. And as you heard, the gold cobalt resource in Finland doubled already, and it looks like that this will be a multi-million ounce project. So I would suggest you check out the company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland, and good night to Australia.